PMacMovies back in the nook for a new haul video. I'm gonna do, I guess 2 haul videos this weekend right now because I have quite a few movies here. So we're gonna do a Hamilton book haul here right now. So we're gonna do a hammy, and then we're gonna do a non-hammy. We're gonna do a Hamilton book haul video, which I will probably upload today. And then I think I'm going to do a non-Hamilton book haul video, including my Kino Lorber sale titles. And I do have my list of what I got here from Hamilton book. Before we get into that, take a look in the description section for ways that you can help out the channel. What really helps is if you have unused digital codes, donating those really helps me out. To make a few bucks off these videos at least. But anyway, we'll take a look at what I got. I looked in my order history. I hadn't placed a Hamilton book order since June. They really haven't gotten many great deals, like cheap deals. They do get a lot of things like Dollar Tree gets, but they sell them for usually $4 or $5. Which I'd like to support Hamilton book. It's just, first, I mean, $4 or $5 for certain things. It's like I don't really want to pay that. Plus, I've just been burned so many times paying $5, $6. It ends up at Dollar Tree. So I'm more patient with it. But I do like to support Hamilton book. They dropped some, I believe, almost everything I got here today wasn't a new edition, and they do a new edition I think it's every 4 weeks. So every 4 weeks they do their new editions, Blu-rays and DVDs, and every other new edition period they do price drops. And this was the best price drop update they've had for quite a while. So let's take a look at what I got. We're not in a rush. Kick back, relax, drink your favorite beverage, a little coffee, a little tea, soda. I don't drink, tastes delicious but not very good for you, but if that's your thing, have at it. And we're going to take a look at what old PMac snagged up this time. So it's kind of a mix of things that I had my eye on, and then things that just dropped to pretty good prices and looked interesting. So let's take a look at what I got. First, probably the thing that I was the happiest to get was this MVD Rewind Collection, Action USA here. The movie's from 1989. The Blu-ray is from this year, and I don't think it's ever gotten this cheap. It's never gotten to that price before. To $12, $11.95. So it was a good deal even during the MVD sale here. The the Black Friday MVD sale. I believe it was more than that. And by the way, Hamilton book has $4 flat rate shipping. I think it is. I don't know. I guess it doesn't say it on this sheet, but $4 flat rate shipping, or $3.95 or whatever it is, which is pretty good if you get a pretty sizable haul. If you get one item. I don't necessarily think it's usually worth it, but got the Slippy for this. I know Vinegar Syndrome put out their release. It sounds like both releases are pretty good. This one, I believe they say, actually has some better audio options, and would much rather get this for $12 than the Vinegar Syndrome when it was first put out was, I don't know, probably $28. And now it's, I don't know, you probably have to pay hundreds for it, possibly. It's out of print. Up next, this is one that I had my eye on for quite a while because I like the movie, and I don't know that you can get the Blu-ray very cheap anywhere that I've seen, although I don't pay a ton of attention to it. It is Harsh Times here, starring Christian Bale. I think I actually had the HD DVD of this. I enjoy the movie. I like Christian Bale. And it was $8 for quite a while, and it finally dropped to $5.95. And I was placing an order So I went ahead and grabbed it. Now, what's kind of surprising is I feel like this was kind of like a bigger movie, but it's just like a Vivendi Entertainment Blu-ray. I'm surprised, you know, I guess it wasn't like a big studio release. But I think maybe Christian Bale was doing pretty well at the time. I don't know. But here's the inside. We'll check the disc and everything. Looking good. Hopefully. It's a good movie, a good Christian Bale movie. And then did Vivendi put out the Grindhouse movies, and then like these movies, which I have quite a few of. The Mist, a great movie in my opinion. Frank Darabont, Stephen King movie. Outlander with Jim Caviezel is a good fun one. Seven Swords, an Asian movie, so like the Dragon Dynasty movies. The other ones I don't think are very good. DOA, Dead or Alive. I'm not sure if I ended up getting that one or not. Crossing Over with Harrison Ford. I don't know that I ever got that one. It's possible that I found them used. I don't think so, though. But glad to get Harsh Times. Good Christian Bale movie there. So that was high up on my list. And then this one, the last drop, I was looking at this one for $5. I decided to hold off. But now, since I placed an order, I did get it from the MVD Rewind Collection. Went to Coney Island on a mission from God. Be back by 5. And I did get the Slippy. The Slippies really wore on the corners. But for $5, I don't know. I'm thinking probably a lot of them are probably like this. If you got a mint Slippy, let me know, because I'm going to complain to Hammy. Starring John Cryer and Frank Whaley. Yeah, I really don't know too much about the movie, but a MVD Rewind Collection for $5 was a pretty good deal. And it sounds like the movie's pretty decent, so grab that one. This is one that has a Criterion Collection release that I wanted, but I looked into it, and it sounds like this has got good picture quality, and I don't really care too much about getting all the special features and everything. I don't need to pay $20 to get the Criterion of Sex, Lies, and Videotape. This is a Steven Soderbergh movie, I do believe, starring Andy McDowell, who I liked back in the day. What happened to Andy McDowell? McDowell. So we'll open this up and take a look. It is a Sony. They tend to do good on their picture quality. Looks like it was put out in 2009, and it is region free. Looking good. It's just a disc in there with some inner artwork. Oh, James Spader is in this one. I like some James Spader too. Alright, so glad to get that one. This is one that was one of the more expensive ones that I decided to end up going ahead and throwing in. It is a BBC release, and it is House of Cards here. And then they made the US version of this with what's his face there, who Kevin Spacey, who got in all sorts of trouble. I don't know what ended up happening with all that Kevin Spacey stuff. But this is 600 minutes, 3 Blu-ray discs, and it got, just excellent reviews. And I tend to like British stuff. It's politic type of stuff, but sounds like it's more like maybe a thriller type, and it did come with a slipcover. So this one dropped down to $11.95, and it was one that I had, I'd seen it for sale back in the Amazon UK days, back when you could actually order stuff from there. But I was glad to get this for the $11.95, and just was patient on it. And it got a Slippy, not a totally mint Slippy, but it's actually pretty good. Can't complain. What else? There was another $11.95 one. Okay, I'll show that one. So the other $11.95 one is one, again, I had my eye on for quite a while because I got the sequel to this. I think the sequel to it's actually supposed to be better. But it is a Dark Force Entertainment release, and it is Kill or Be Killed. Sounds like this is a pretty silly, like, martial arts movie, like it's not actually that good. But, you know, I got the other one at some point, and then when this dropped to 12, I had almost got it when it was 15 or 16, so at 12 bucks, I snagged it. It is from 1977, again, region free, 94 minutes. So glad that this one finally dropped in price. Glad that I didn't buy it sooner. Saved myself a few bucks. The rest of these, I think, are pretty much cheapies. But let's take a look. This is one that I have on DVD, and it dropped down to $3.95. It is one of my favorite actors, Viggo Mortensen, in Good. So I've upgraded my DVD, and what really interested me about this is, apparently this is like he seems like a pretty good person in Nazi Germany, but apparently over the course of the movie, he starts, like, he starts doing bad things or whatever based on kind of the situation they were in, or it almost, you know, like brainwashing, like he's doing bad stuff but he thinks it's good stuff. And I was like, that's exactly what's going on today. People are talked into things being good, but it's actually they're harming other people. So that's kind of what it sounded like to me, and it, you know, if it didn't have Viggo in it, I probably wouldn't have been interested at all. Jodie Whittaker's also in this. I believe she is the current Doctor Who, and this is a BBC Films release. So the movie was from 2007, and the Blu-ray was put out in 2010 by E1. $4, beer me. This was another one that I got that was not discounted. It is No Tears for the Dead here. Could be one that people find at Dollar Trees, possibly. These CJ Entertainment ones, people have been finding them at Dollar Trees. Tend to be pretty decent movies. This was $4.95, so a little bit more than some of these other ones. But I think this is like about a hitman. It's a Korean movie. It's about a hitman, and he I think he kills like a child, and then he gets hired and meets the mother, and then something ensues with that. But I'm not totally sure, but it sounded like a good one. Some other price drops. I got Frankenstein, the complete miniseries event. This is a Mill Creek one. I do have the DVD of this. This is 2 hours and 57 minutes. And it has a pretty good cast here. Donald Sutherland, Luke Goss, Julie Delpy, William Hurt. Mine did have, it's torn. It's like, it's got a tear in the artwork in that corner there, which you can see, I think. So it got kind of beat up there. But it was dropped down to $3, so I went ahead and grabbed that one. This was one that people found at Dollar Trees. I didn't find it. It went down to $1.95. I decided to go ahead and get Reset, presented by Jackie Chan here. This is a Well Go USA movie, and it looks like a little sci-fi here. Some, like, time travel, I think? Action-packed sci-fi thriller from producer Jackie Chan. So Jackie Chan, I don't believe, is actually in this. It's just a Jackie Chan Presents. But it sounds like a pretty interesting sci-fi movie here. Chinese sci-fi movie. Good. Nice. $2, I'll beer myself. This is one that I do have on DVD. I got it cheap from Big Lots. But apparently these movies are actually supposed to be pretty decent. Outpost. Dropped down to $1.95. Outpost, Rise of the Spetsnaz. There was another cheap Outpost movie that I had already got on Blu-ray from Big Lots. At the same time, I got this one on DVD. But they were very, very cheap from Big Lots. So upgrading it for $1.95 wasn't too bad. This is the third installment. I am missing the first installment, which I don't know if it even has a Blu-ray. Maybe. some other ones I threw in. This one was also $1.95. It is Stray here on Blu-ray. And it looks like this might be like a mixed production. It looks like it's got a bunch of Asian actors in it, but then I see some maybe US or British, I don't know. So I don't know like what language this is in or anything. Screen Media put this out. Again, only $1.95. There's horrible glare over here. Sorry about that. It's just horrible glare. But got pretty mixed reviews, but for $1.95, it actually sounded pretty interesting. Some sort of mystery going on here. Supernatural mystery. So I grabbed that one. Some other ones that dropped in price. I think this one dropped in price. Richard Gere, I do like some Richard Gere, and I got Time Out of Mind, where Richard Gere is like a homeless person, I think, and he's has to do with his relationship with his daughter, and not sure totally what else, but it sounded pretty intriguing to me. It is an IFC Films MPI release, which tend to be pretty solid, so I grabbed that one. It was, I believe, $2.95 for Time Out of Mind. Yes, it was. A couple more that I had looked at before, thought about getting and passed on, but now they dropped in price. First, for $2.95, we have a Sony release of Skycrawlers, an anime movie that sounded pretty good, so I went ahead and snagged it. It is 121 minutes of pure entertainment. Actually, I don't know because I've never seen it. This is a Japanese movie, and it sounded pretty good. Snagged it up. It got to the right price, and I snagged it. This one, I would not have gotten if it didn't have a code, but actually Blu-ray.com gave the movie some good feedback. And it is Submission here with Stanley Tucci, Addison Timlin, and Kira Cedric. So this one, I believe, dropped from like $4.95 down to $2.95 with the digital code, which I think I'm going to check out right here. Let's open it up and see. It's got a nice, sturdy Blu-ray case you just rarely see these days. But, yeah, it does have the code, which just says in big letters, digital. Usually these, you know, now they'll say, like, Movies Anywhere or whatever, but they used to have, like, it would say, like, iTunes and then, like, Vudu or something, but now it just says digital. I don't know if there's, like, rights issues or whatever. But this looks like a nice little drama, I guess. And then I have two DVDs. I didn't know anything about this movie, really. I saw Dario Argento directed it, and Adrian Brody was in it, and I was interested. Probably not very good. But it is Giallo here on DVD. I don't know that this has a Blu-ray. Looks like Maya Entertainment put out the DVD here. But yeah, I mean, Adrian Brody in a Dario Argento movie, you have to have it. I'm assuming it's a Giallo. We'll see. It's probably pretty bad, but anywho, this one sounded really good. This one actually got really good reviews. Monster movie from IFC Midnight. Another MPI one, and it is Grabbers here on DVD. Sounded like this was a really, really fun, highly regarded monster movie. So I decided to go ahead and get it. I think this is like an Irish movie or something, in Ireland, made in Ireland. So this one was $2.95, and Giallo, which I'm sure is a Dario Argento classic, is $3.95. But I decided to go ahead and grab those. That's everything that I got from Hamilton Book this round, and it's actually everything I've gotten from Hamilton Book in like the last half year. So they do have some nice price drops, like I said. Take a look at what they still have available. HamiltonBook.com. Thanks for watching PMacMovies. I think I will have another haul video tomorrow. And again, take a look in the description section if you care to help out PMacMovies. I would very much appreciate it. We will see you next time on PMacMovies.